Blog Talk Radio.
Archangels, ghosts, and Bigfoot, oh my. It's just another night for Supernatural Girls. Real stories, real answers to life's biggest supernatural mysteries. And now for another exciting interview with paranormal experts from this world and others. Here's your host, paranormal researcher Patricia Baker, on the one, the only Supernatural Girls.
Welcome, everyone, to another exciting episode of Supernatural Girls Radio. I'm your host, Patricia Baker, and I'm here with guess who? Our very famous co-host, Patricia Kirkman, PK. How are you today?
I'm doing fabulous, being able to be on the show with you and our lovely guest, Corbie, this evening. Woohoo!
I know. Well, we have missed you, PK, so we're so happy to have you back. And what a great show to come back to with Corbie doing free psychic readings for everybody and talking about her new book. We got to get to all of it. It's going to be a great show. A great show. So in the meantime, we have to have a little bit of complaining about Mercury retrograde, do we not?
Not a little bit, a lot. It has been
horrible.
Probably one of the most nasty little buggers that I've been through in a long, long time. And it doesn't matter who you talk to that has the issues with retrograde. This has been a lollapalooza.
It really has. It just, I know you and I have talked about things we've encountered, whether they be mechanical or electric or health-wise or whatever. But you're right. Everybody we talk to is experiencing some kind of mishigosh with this Mercury retrograde. When is it over?
Well, the middle of the month, and then remember we've got a short period of the shadow period. But let's put it this way. I don't trust this little bugger until after the 25th.
Wow. Oh, my God, that long. Yikes.
Well, think about it. We're almost halfway through the month. And I give it that, 7-day shadow just in case, because somebody up there is really putting pins in our doll. Now, I have to stop and think what's really going on.
It's as I know, it's been kind of frightening. It really has.
But
our listeners have reported the same thing.
Yeah. Well, one of the things, if you take a look at this month, it's a universal 6 month, and when we're in a 6 month, everybody wants it perfect. Here we are in the middle of retrograde looking for perfect. I don't think so. And then on top of that, we're in a 2-year which says it's all about family and putting things together and relationships. 2s and 6s are both about relationships. And how many people have we heard about of late are breaking up, splitting up, things aren't going well? This retrograde, even if they thought they could put it together afterwards, it's not going to happen.
Wow.
And people are finding that I've had more people call and complain about people they care about all of a sudden missing. Like they've taken off on a trip and they're unavailable, or they try to get things narrowed down to what's really happening. No answers, no responses. All of it a little kooky and a little crazy.
Oh, no. Well, I'm glad that it will come to an end, but it can't happen soon enough as far as we're all concerned. That's for sure.
Oh.
I just wanted to announce our new phone number for everybody. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but we have a phone, and I wanted to make sure everybody knows what it is so they can call in, because our call-in system is now excellent. So you can call in and you can ask Corbie a question and get your free reading tonight. The number is 563-999-3539. Again, that is 563-999-3539. Now, we're going to be on until 9 o'clock tonight. We're going to try to get to everybody that we can get to who's lined up right now on the board to have their questions answered by the magnificent Corbie. So we're all excited that you're joining us tonight, because it is going to be a great show. So we also have new music coming in next week. We've got a new header for Supernatural Girls. We got a whole new design for our website we're going to be debuting. Lots of very positive changes. Don't forget, though, to go to our Facebook page and give us a like and a follow, because here's the deal. We have the greatest news, paranormal news, supernatural stuff happening on that page. So go check it out and make sure you're following us. Also, make sure that you go to our website, supernaturalgirls.com, and sign up for the Fringe Files newsletter so you can be alerted every time we have a new show. We put one out. We let you know who's coming on the air so you don't miss anything that way. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's another thing you can do. So you can follow us there. We have tons of podcasts. If you miss one, you can go there and you can listen. We're just going great guns here with Supernatural Girls, and we love our audience. We want to make sure that they get what they came here for. Right, PK?
Oh, definitely. And let me throw something else at you that we hadn't talked about before. With the new phone number, it represents the number 7, which is the teacher, the spiritualist, and learning. How about that? That's what our number represents.
Aha. Well, isn't that nice? I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. I think it's great.
Absolutely perfect. Couldn't have asked for a better number.
Oh, good. And I didn't ask for
you
any
did
numbers.
Good, kid.
They just gave it to us and said, here's your number.
Right. The universe knew what we needed.
Yes, I guess so. I guess so. They really did. They hit it right nail on the head. So we have a very strange story to talk about tonight. And let's get my notes on it. And this comes from a website that I've never been to before, but it was a lot of fun. It's called UFOholic. And it's a case that was reported by one of their readers. And it was about a man. It was in North Dakota with his son. And he started seeing these lights and hearing this low humming sound. And he thought it was because he missed his diabetes medication. So he took his pills, and the lights were still there. The low hum was still there, and he was getting really, really nervous. So he grabbed his son's cell phone and tried to take pictures and videos of the light, but it kept disappearing behind his truck, under his truck, did not want to be filmed. So anyways, both he and his son experienced this on their ride home. But when they got there, the people in their family couldn't believe they were there so fast, because they said, how did you get here in 2 minutes? It's like a 25-minute drive. And somehow, whatever they encountered had done something to time. So they made I forget how many miles it was, but a 25-minute trip in 2 to 3 minutes tops.
Wow.
So, yes. So something very weird was going on. They also had some telepathic connection with this thing as it was happening. And it was telling them it didn't want to be filmed. So every time they pulled their cameras out, it would just go in a different direction, so it couldn't be on camera. It was very, very odd, the whole thing. So great story. It's very weird. Kind of stuff we love. And it's on our Facebook page. So you can see photographs, or I should say their reproductions of what they think this man saw with his son. So you can go there and check it out. It's really amazing. And all of our stuff is very cool, very supernatural, and you can find it all on our Facebook page and on our website. So lots of fun stuff. And PK, again, welcome back. I'm so glad you're able to join us.
Thank you. I wouldn't miss it for the world. I would have crawled to the telephone line if I had to.
Well, that's really great. My goodness, I know this is great having you back here with us. Now I see our guest. She came and went from the board, so let me get her back on the air, because we're going to bring her on in about 1 second, because I know everybody is lined up and waiting to talk to her. So I'm going to make her microphone red hot right now. And
hey, go for it.
Yeah. Now, where does she go? Everything changed on this board.
Here I am.
Corbie, you with us? All
there
right. Well, let me introduce you to everybody. Corbie is a wonderful psychic, very talented channel and medium. She's been reading since 1973. She travels coast to coast, and into Canada as a full-time intuitive counselor. She has appeared frequently on radio and television, and she is an inspirational teacher and facilitator. She is a featured channel in Robert Schwartz's breakthrough series, Your Soul's Plan and Your Soul's Gift, and is herself the author of Clean Out Your Life Closet. Oh, I love that. And the just released The Psychic Yellow Brick Road. Isn't that amazing? 2 super titles. We love it. Now, Corbie's certifications and affiliations include being a certified professional tarot card reader through the Tarot Certification Board of America. And I could go on and on talking about all of her certifications. They're quite numerous. But I know you want to talk to her yourself. So we're going to bring her on the air. So, Corbie, welcome to the show.
It's good to be with both of you. PK, thank you so much for making sure you're with us tonight.
Well, thank you for pushing this extra kitty cat around me, okay?
You bet.
What they're talking about is, before we went live on the air, everybody, we offered to do some healing for PK. As you all know, she's been recovering from hip surgery, which is quite extensive. So anyways, that's what they were working on before we all joined you live on the air. So, Corbie, you have so much to share with us, I know, about who you are and what you have to offer, and you've been doing this for a very long time. Your new book, The Psychic Yellow Brick Road, it's kind of like an etiquette book for how to go about finding the right psychic. Is that how you would describe it? And how to behave?
Actually, that's an awfully nice way. The subtitle of it is How to Find the Real Wizards and Avoid the Flying Monkeys. And what I tell people is the unofficial title that we can't really print is Dick and Jane Go to a Psychic and Don't Get Screwed Up. So it really isn't a matter of etiquette. It's how to keep yourself safe.
I like
because there
that.
is no better business bureau for psychics.
That's true.
Right.
That's very true.
That's right. It's a great book. We really enjoyed reading it. It's a lot of fun and has a lot of common sense in there, too. And so we're going to get to some parts of the book that I think are really important to bring out to our listeners this evening. But for right now, we have so many people just waiting on the line to talk to you. And I know, PK, you wanted to start with a reading. Yeah, they're all waiting to talk to you. But PK, she asked for a reading. So why don't we start with PK tonight, Corbie?
Okay. Now, PK said it's a matter of what am I going to be when I grow up? What am I going to do with, the rest of my copious life? And sure, I could do tarot for you, but for something like this, I pull out a particular oracle deck called the Fairies Oracle. It's by Brian Froud, but it's not your ootsy-cutesy fairies. These guys march inside your head, rip up the floor tiles, and give you homework. So in your case, I'm going to pull my usual 7-card spread. And the first card is called The Trickster. If you remember your fairy tales, there was always that little light at the end of the forest, and the big stupid human would go galumphing in and get lost. Well, this is the card that says to you, PK, so good to see you. Grab your coffee and sit down. We want to talk to you. It's what's bringing you into the challenge. And the card is the Piper. Now, PK, if you remember the children's book, The Wind in the Willows, do you, Kenneth Graham?
Vaguely.
Vaguely. All right. For those of you who are all millennials out there and much younger than both PK or me, in there, the main characters, Molly and Ratty, heard the panpipes. And it was very faint, but it just grabbed them by the heart and led them on and on and on into the forest to find where this is. So the Piper card specifically says, PK, you're going to start feeling what it is that you want to do, and it's not going to present itself to you with an entire agenda and file cards with notes. It's going to entice you, and I'm going to tell you, go with it. Absolutely go with it. Now, the next card is the Mask and Shadow. We all wear masks, facets of our personality, and sometimes one gets stuck and becomes an excuse. So whatever this quality is, you overuse it. You need to revise it, revamp it, or dump it. And that's the singer of intuition. You try to suss things out, baby. You go inside. What am I supposed to feel? Yeah, but you know what? Let the squirrels in your head take their sneakers off and soak their footies. I don't want you trying to suss out what this meaning is. Just when you feel it, go with it. The next card is called the offering. Whenever you play with the fairies, they want something. So whatever this is, they have filched it from your pocket, and they're making for the highway with it. Kiss it goodbye. And that's the death card. Now, you know and I know, and I'm going to remind everybody out there, the death card does not mean she's going to be hit by a bus. It is transformation, death of an old way of life, death of what you've outgrown, death of what was never you in the first place. But they're saying, don't worry about having to offload stuff from what you've already done before you go to this new piece. And the new piece that they want to give you is the Friends card, which shows one fairy in shadow carrying another fairy, and the fairy upstairs is called Fair Enough. So what they want to ask you is, what do you really want? Would you prefer being the backstage person for a while, or do you want to be the one with the spotlight as you move toward this new stuff? Either one is correct, but you've got to state which one you want, because that is how the world is going to respond to you. Now, the next card is called the Question, and in this I channel from the fairies the questions they want to ask you. You go home, you journal about it, you dream about it, you think about it, you don't answer it now, it's homework. And the card is Fairies of the Future. And interestingly, it shows pregnant fairies, so they're pregnant with possibilities. And what they want me to ask you is, what have you put off for so long thinking everybody else mattered? What is it that you want to tell God you got to do when you go skidding into heaven on bald tires and fumes in the tank? And what is it that will give you the most joy? Not what will serve the world, but what will give you the most joy. You're never selfish. Why not? And isn't it time? Now, this is the fairy that will help you with this, and it's the Topsy-Turvets, which literally means turn your life upside down. I remember when I was a kid, there was a book called The Pink Motel, and the chapter I loved best was the one where at birthday parties everybody got to eat dessert first and never got to the soup. So if that's what you want to do, remember Robert Heinlein from Time Enough for Love, my favorite thing in there. In life, moderation is for monks. Take big. And the last part is what will mark your passage in the world to tell you that you've mastered this challenge. And it's the Bright Mother. She's the fairy soccer mom. You're going to feel very rejuvenated. You're going to have things you want to do instead of that you have to do. And you will have an easier time of fitting things into your life that you want, because a soccer mom, fairy or not, knows to say, no, we don't have time. No, that's not in the budget. No. And that's what you're going to be saying to everything that is going to get in your way of this last big hoorah. And you're not going to apologize for it, and you're not going to equivocate. It's just, I'm sorry, nope, no time, no budget, nope. Try the one down the street. Does this make sense to you?
I love that talk. Oh, that sounded so good. I just hope I can live up to it.
Sure you can.
That's right.
But that's also how fast I read.
Yeah, that's
so
amazing.
People take notes.
Tremendous amount of information. I mean, PK, you should go back to that again. That's a really good reading. Excellent.
Yes, it was. Well, wonderful. Thank you so very, very much, my dear.
You're welcome. What I explain to people is when you read 1,000, 1,200 people a year, and you've done it for years the way I do, then it's like going to the gym every day, and you can lift that 50-pound barbell without even thinking about it. And I have done card readings so that I know how to get out of my own way and just download the energy for you, which gives you the reading with all the good stuff.
Yeah, that's
I love
really
that
powerful.
kind of talk.
Really.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
All right, well, we're going to
get...
Yes, this is wonderful. Okay, so we have Caroline, I think. We're going to see if we can get her on the line.
Yeah.
Hi, Caroline.
Hello?
How are you tonight?
Hi. Good. It was funny you were talking about Mercury retrograde, and then all of a sudden PK's voice cut out, and I started going, no! So I called you back.
Oh, I'm glad you called
Yay.
back. All right. Well, here you are. What's your question for Corbie?
My question is, I've been married for, I think, 12 years now, and I've deliberated. I'm filing for divorce, and my husband has been on board and not. He's flip-flops, and I feel like there's something I don't know on his end, and it's weird because I've been finding hearts literally everywhere, too. I don't know if that's relevant to my decision. it's kind of weird. Like, it's all over the place. I'm finding these hearts, and I don't know like what to expect, I guess, with a divorce, because I feel like it's the right decision, and I've thought about it long and hard, but I feel like I'm just kind of like, I guess, second guessing myself, like worried.
Okay.
That, yeah.
Caroline, do me a favor. Give me your birthday, month, and day, and also your husband's month and day.
Sure.
I want to do some fast numerology to see what I get.
Okay.
So you.
August 20th, 8, and then 20. August 20th. His is 5, then 31. Uh-huh.
All right. So 8 plus 20 plus this year's master number of 2. Did I get that right? So that's a 30. This is a 3-year for you. What about your husband, month and day?
5, and then the day is 31.
5 plus 31 is 36. This year plus 2, 38. He's in a 2-year. Now, PK, it sounded like you were a numerology specialist. I'm not, but I know how I can give things to people, if you will, fast, just for this. For me, Caroline, a 3-year, it can be very expansive. It can be social. It can be right-brained. It can be creative. But you are going to be scattered, darling, like a cat high on nip with too many toys. If you're going to make this thing work for you, you have got to focus on not what you think you can get, but what you want. And I'm not talking about the financial end of things, but you want to keep your friend, you want to keep it cordial, that's where you put your energy. Now, interestingly, your guy's number is a 2. And for me, I know I heard how PK sees a 2, but for me, a 2, well, I often say it's the year you need to do it from behind, and I'm not being dirty here. The idea is if somebody says, this is what I want to do, nothing works. If they say to the other people, this is your idea, things happen. So he's going to have to come at this with some patience and some negotiation skills. Also, I'm not surprised that there has been some difficulty. When you are separate, he's a 2, you're a 3, probably any year when one of you is a 9 and one of you is a 1, you're going in opposite directions. Those are the tough years. So I wouldn't be surprised if this started maybe 2 years ago. Now, let's take a look and see what I get for you. I'm calling a card for you, a card for your guy, a card for the energy, how it stands right now, what you need to know, and best possible outcome. Then I'm going to pull karmic cards underneath. So it's the 10 of Pentacles. That tells me that you will land on your feet. Not necessarily that you're going to take him to the cleaners. I don't go there. But the 10 of Pentacles is part of riches. So you can do this, and you can walk out of this, if you will, unscathed. His card is the 5 of Wands, which can be a brainstorming card, can be an argument card. I think he keeps arguing with himself about this. That's why with him it's, like some days chicken, some days feathers. Now, what about the 2 of you? 7 of Cups. There's all kinds of fantasies. Each one of you is thinking, what could this be like? The key is this. We have a challenge. How are we going to deal with it? Always make it the challenge, not the personal stuff. What you need to know? 10 of Cups is the happy home card, which says there is a very real possibility that the 2 of you can separate and have wonderful lives and still stay cordial, civil. If you've got kids, still work with that. But the final card is the 7 of Wands, which I call the whack-a-mole card. You ever played whack-a-mole at the county fair?
Yeah. Yeah, I
have. Okay. That's where the moles are just coming up every which way, and you got the big mallet. So for me, that's crisis to crisis, crisis to crisis. You're going to have things that you have to wrestle with to get this done, but in the end, it goes well. Now, I want to pull from a different deck. That was tarot. This next deck I'm using is The Joy of Relationship by John Gray, the guy who did Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. So why you came into this relationship in the first place is containment. You wanted a relationship where you knew you were safe. You had, when I say boundaries, it's not walls, but you knew the parameters that you could work with. He came into it originally because, frankly, he needed some healing. Why the 2 of you agreed in your pre-birth planning session, let's try the marriage, it was a matter of learning patience. And I don't know which one of you learned more patience, but this will play out with next relationships for both of you, especially if you can be patient with this split. Current karma, individuality. That shows two flowers growing from the same ground. They look very different, but they're both healthy. They're both strong. So remember who you were before you got married and bring her back. He can do the same thing. Final karma, full spectrum. You will be looking at absolutely everything within the marriage, deciding what you want to keep, what you want to toss, what you guys can morph into something new. So, yes, it is the right move. Yes, you can do it kindly, cordially, and it doesn't have to be a fight. So I would say go, expand, find the joy outside of this relationship, but as you leave it, thank it for every single thing it taught you. Then you clear the
Awesome. Thank you. Do you think the hearts are confirmation for decision? Because it's weird. Because my friends are like, why are you finding hearts everywhere? I'm like, I don't know. It could be maybe a confirmation to trust your decision making.
To me, if you're coming from your heart instead of your head, you'll do the right thing. You'll come from the kind, compassionate emotion, figuring out what to do about him. See that difference?
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you. That resonates. Thank you very much. Awesome.
Great.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
All right. What a great reading. Oh, my goodness. How nice to be able to come out of a divorce and be landing on your feet. That's terrific news.
The novelty.
Well, I've done it myself, so I know that it can happen.
It can happen.
In fact, it is. And when you signal me for my first story, that'll be the first one, because it does have to do with spiritual.
Well, that's just great. It's just absolutely great. Well, we're going to do one more reading before we take a short break. So let me get this person on the line, and we'll find out who they are. Hi, welcome to the show. Who's this? Hello, area code 520. No, they're not there anymore.
Bonnie?
Oh.
Bonnie?
Hi. This is Supernatural Girls, and your name is Bonnie, you said?
Bonnie, yes.
Okay. What is your question for Corbie?
Well, I am interested in starting a new creative business, and I want to know if it's the right thing to do.
Oh, I love these questions. Now, is it the right thing to do? That's a yes or no. And what if I said no and you're going to live in a box under a bridge? You're so terrible. Never ask a psychic a yes or no question. Always ask the empowering. How do I make my new business rock? And I happen to have an entrepreneur's spread that I'm going to do for you. What's the new business?
It's making some creative, one-of-a-kind handbags.
Cool. All right. A card for you, a card for the energy around the business, a card to the brick-and-mortar location, how to market it, clients, competition. You going to have staff or no?
Not at first, so we'll see how it goes first.
Okay. Finance is what you need to know and best possible outcome. It's a card spread that I've developed years ago. The only difference is, do you have people working for you or not? All right, so let's take a look at the energy. First, the energy around you, King of Swords. Now, that's a lawyer's card. First thing I want you to remember is if these are specific designs, baby, get them copyrighted. Make sure nobody can steal them. Because I think you have had ideas before that people have filched and it frosted you. Well, don't let it happen this time. Energy around the business. The Empress, my darling, it will be your kingdom and you will rule. Okay, the brick and mortar location where you should be doing this, Seven of Swords. Now, that's a card that talks about sneaking around, lying, taking advantage. I want you to make sure if you sign any kind of a lease, if you do anything outside of your home, you make sure there are security alarms. You read that lease like a fine-tooth comb. You make sure that you do not, by signing this, give over any of your stuff to the person who is renting that space to you. Okay?
Okay.
Now, how to market it. 9 of Wands. I love that. That's the been there, done that, sold, the franchise card for me. So the feeling that I'm getting is, are you tired of your pocketbook kind of being beige? You know, like the old joke, I think I'll paint the ceiling beige. So when I'm seeing an ad where on one side it's black and white and she's, just blah and the bag is blah, and then on the other side you've got this glorious color, and how she's dressed actually picks up all the colors and all the shapes that will make that bag sing. So the way you're going to do well is make sure those bags are so not what everyone else will see, and do not do these bags 2, 4, 8, 10 of the same kind. People should realize these are works of art, baby, and when you own it, nobody else will. Your clients, 10 of Wands. Now, that's people who carry too many responsibilities. That's people under stress. They're going to want something gorgeous. They're going to want something whimsical. They're going to want something that every time they look at it, they can breathe and they can smile. Okay?
That's
competition. The Hierophant card, the people that do it all the way it's supposed to be, and they copy everybody else. Yawn, yawn, yawn. Forget it. Okay, finances. Oh, honey, 3 of Wands. Your ship is going to come in on this one. What you need to know, 9 of Pentacles. That is the getting a lot of money card, but remember, reinvest it back the first year if you can, then take your salary, then take part of your profit. But that first year, everything should go to growing the business. Final card, Ace of Wands, big thumbs up for new beginnings. I think you're just fine.
Great.
Wow.
That was good.
You like that, Bonnie?
Yes, thank you so much for that one. Thank you.
You are more than welcome.
Thanks for your call, Bonnie.
I certainly appreciate it. All righty, thank you.
Okay, wow, Corbie, this has been so much fun so far. I can't wait for the rest of the show. This is great. You packed so much information into a short reading. Goodness me.
Well, I'm a New Yorker and I talk fast.
Yeah.
So.
There was no doubt before that you were a New Yorker.
That's right. Good for you.
Well,
everybody, stay tuned. We're going to take a very short commercial break. We're going to get back to you. We're going to get back to Corbie. We're going to hopefully get to all of your requests for readings. So stay with us, everybody. We'll be right back.
Are you ready for a new experience of freedom and powerful connection? Would you like a positive, effortless change in your life? Then come to CosmicFusion.com, where we offer the most advanced energy clearing and expansion techniques in the world, with a quantum vortex energy to activate your divine blueprint and life's purpose. When your soul leads the way with cosmic fusion and quantum vortex energy, you can break clear of past difficulties and blocks with the power of the Source. With Cosmic Fusion, the Source energy does the work for you. It's easy and effortless. Listen to our free meditation right from our Cosmic Fusion website, the Cosmic Code Meditation. Sign up for one of our interactive webinars today. Come to Cosmic Fusion, www.KOSMICfusion.com, to experience an effortless awakening and transformation. Are you ready for an upgrade? Are you ready for a new experience of living in the fifth dimensional magic and powerful connection? Then visit CosmicFusion.com today. CosmicFusion.com.
Your property tax bill. Have you seen it lately? It's frightening. Your property taxes are going up while your home value is going down. It's time to fight back and win. For the real truth about the property tax system, get attorney Pat Quintilian's book, Are You Getting Screwed on Your Property Taxes? How to Find Out and How to Fix It. Attorney Quintilian answers all your questions and gives you the facts you need to fight a property tax bill that is spiraling out of control. You'll also read about what happens to property owners who don't check their property records, only to find out too late they're taxed on square footage, fixtures, and even buildings that they don't own. Is this happening to you? Learn your rights. Buy attorney Pat Quintilian's book today. Are You Getting Screwed on Your Property Taxes? How to Find Out and How to Fix It. Available on Amazon.com.
Astridian is a family of cosmetic products with 98% pure ionized minerals. We combine our science with a blend of essential oils to nourish and take care of your skin's health. How does it work? All Astridian products contain the proprietary redox technology, having the capability of simulating an ionic zinc-copper superoxide dismutase effect. This free radical scavenger currently in your body has been diminished by toxins and the daily stresses of life. It is a perfectly balanced mineral complex that all $200 an hour dermatologists, their professors, and ancient history have proven. Redox technology is a process of reducing the skin's oxidation by transferring electrons from a radical state to a stress-free normal condition. Oxidative stress is a form of cellular aging, and as science has proven, a precursor to disease. The free radical theory of aging states that organisms age because cells accumulate free radical damage over time. Damaged cells are not beautiful, but healthy cells are. The Astridium family is presented in 4 different uses that cover unique benefits to your body. They are the Essential Anti-Aging Series, the Multivitamin Series, Sports Series, and Professional Series. Regain your youth with the power of Astridian. Visit www.astridian.com and inquire. Use the code SUPERNATURAL and receive a 10% discount on your first purchase. Astridian, the beauty of being healthy.
Welcome back, everyone, to Supernatural Girls Radio. I'm your host, Patricia Baker, and guess what? I am here with our fabulous co-host, PK. So happy to have you back, PK. This is a lot of fun tonight. And we are here.
Fabulous with our guest. Woohoo!
Isn't she a pistol? I'm telling you, Corbie Mitleid is here with us tonight, and we are having a blast with her. She's giving some awesome readings to people. They are really walking away with a gem in their hand tonight. So, Corbie, in reading your book, let me just ask you a question, because I noticed you talked about predicting death. And tell us a little bit, because, you know, people will go to readers and they're going to want to know, is somebody going to die or whatever. What's your take on that? What do you tell people about that?
I remind people that nobody gets out of here alive. We do not have an extended warranty, so it's going to happen. But if you are dwelling on the when, you're not living. What I try to explain to them is something that I learned when I was working with Robert Schwartz. His books are on life between life and pre-birth planning. And the key is when we're doing our pre-birth plan, there isn't just one place. We've got maybe 5. You could die from a high fever at 4. You could die in a car accident at 21. You could die from being mugged at 40. You could die from food poisoning at 52, and then maybe you want to, you end up at 82 dying of prostate cancer, and that's as far as it goes. But if you get told things like, oh, I see you dying in a car accident, you're going to dwell on that, and maybe that's what you bring in. I'll use myself as an example. There was a point where I was driving here in back roads of upstate New York. I hit a patch of black ice under snow. I overcorrected. I took down a tree, a telephone pole, flipped the car, wasn't wearing a seatbelt. There were electrical wires on it. Now, if someone had once told me you're going to die in a car accident, I would have died of fright. As it is, it felt like I was on an e-ticket at Disney, and I know exactly which one of my guides and angels was helping with the car. I managed to get myself out. I had a couple of bruises. That was it.
Wow.
So you don't need to know when you're going to die. And frankly, if I said, oh, yes, I see that your Aunt Sarah is going to die within a year and a half from what's wrong with her, then you go in and you look at her and you keep thinking death. And then if she somehow hears what you heard, and someone will let it slip, now she thinks she's going to die then, it simply isn't useful and it isn't right. When we die, it is between us and the boss upstairs, and that's it. I know there are an awful lot of other psychics who believe that they should tell you. Not me. Besides, to be honest, there are several states where it is still on the books that it is illegal to predict a death.
No kidding.
I don't want to chance that.
Illegal. Wow. I had no clue that was a law. Interesting. Well,
yes,
again,
a lot of states
very
still have fortune-telling things.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense.
So,
that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Interesting. Well, let's see who we've got here in area code 781. She or he has been patiently waiting for a while. So welcome to the show. What's your name and what's your question for Corbie? Hello, 781 area code. Are you with us?
Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
Yes, what's your name?
Debbie.
Debbie, hi. Welcome to the show. What is your question for Corbie?
Things aren't really going well at work and at home with my sister and my mother. I'm just wondering, are things going to get better?
Okay. Deb, can you give me your birthday, month and day?
5/10.
5 plus 10 is 15, plus this year's master number, 17. 1 plus 7 is 8. All right. You're in an 8 year this year, and an 8 year is a year for me that you have to make sure your foundation is strong, money is taken care of. It's what I call twice the foursquare and solid year. So if you want to have things go well with the family, make sure basics are handled. And it's important to do this year because next year for you is a 9 year. It's the end of a cycle. In 9 years, 9 life years for us, we want to hold the celestial garage sale and get rid of everything in our life that's busted that we'll never fix, we've outgrown, was never us in the first place. So this is the year that it is important for you to know what you want to keep and what you want to toss. Now, I'm going to do a quick spread for you, one for home and one for work. And I'm going to concentrate on you, not necessarily the other people, because this is a fast reading.
Okay,
but
thank you.
Thank you. The sun can rise for you. It's the sun card, which means, A, no shadows. You're not missing anything. Nothing is hidden. And the PowerPoint is you, not them, you. Second card, the Emperor. Who thinks they're running the show? That's the key. If you're running the show, we're good. If they're trying to run the show, I want to give you 2 magic phrases. Thank you for sharing. You may think that if you wish. But then you go on and you do what you need to do. The next card is the 6 of Cups. Now, that's a card with kids playing or squabbling in a garden. So I think that the major difficulty is going to be sister, not mom. Perhaps both of you arguing on how mom is taken care of or what attention mom needs. What you need to know, the Princess of Pentacles, which for me, this is a Vision Quest card. Now, the literal meaning of Vision Quest, First Nations person goes out fast and prays and Great Spirit, what's my totem animal? What am I here to do? Give me a clue. When that card comes up for you, it is time for you to go find a quiet place and sit and say, what is the most important thing to me? What responsibilities have I been taking hold of that aren't mine and I can let go of? What is my truth that I'm not willing to compromise? Final card is the Chariot card, and that's a card of journeying. It also shows 2 horses going in opposite directions that are both tethered to a chariot. You cannot solve both situations. You cannot side both with your sister and your mom. You have to decide. The allegory for the guy in the chariot, he wears the crown of wisdom, carries the scepter of power, keeps his emotions pinned to his shoulder, doesn't wear his heart on his sleeve, and keeps the roadmap in the back pocket where nobody sees it, but he knows where it is. You need to make sure that you take charge of your life and you do not allow them to eat away at it like mice. All right? You're not supposed to solve their lives. You're not supposed to fix that. You're supposed to take care of you first. Remember the old saying, let's you and him fight, I'll sell tickets. Now, let me take a look at her.
I love that.
So now, can you tell me what you do, what kind of a job you've got?
Social worker.
Oh, God help you, woman. All right. So I have you. I have bosses. I have your clients. I have all the legalities, what you need to know, and best possible outcome. You, the Hierophant. This is rules and rituals. You know what you're supposed to do, and you do your best, but they don't make it easy. The people that you work for, Queen of Cups, they want to be loved, but I don't think that they're giving you the support. And, gee, I really like you, boss, only goes so far. You know the old saying, raises, not roses? They're throwing you a couple of roses. You want some help. Your clients, the Moon card says that there's going to be stuff that's coming up from beneath the surface with at least one of them that you're going to have to handle quickly, quietly, and diplomatically, or all hell will break loose. The Lover's card says it's time for you to make some choices. if there is anything else that you can do, or if there is any way that you can look and see if there's another way to use what you use, don't be afraid to explore other possibilities. Remember, it's always easier to get another job when you're in one now. What you need to know, the Six of Swords has a woman in a boat, and the allegory is, in order to go from the rough waters to the smooth, the woman in the boat mourns because she's going to have to leave behind things that told her who she was, or her boat wouldn't float. You have to decide, do you still have the oomph to do social work, or are you becoming a crispy critter? Final card, the Hermit card, which is the truth card. Do not hand yourself a line. Do not give yourself bull. Do not give them bull. If this is a case of you have to get up in the morning, you don't get to get up in the morning now, ask yourself, if I cannot change it here, where am I willing to go? What am I willing to do? Because you're no good as a social worker if you're there and you don't want to be. And it's not that your skills are not good, because I sense they really are. But if you don't get support from the people upstairs, and I ain't talking your guides, I'm talking the people who are up the ladder, cannot do your job, you cannot help your clients, and you certainly won't help yourself. So it's time to have a come to Jesus meeting with one of them to see what kind of support you can get. Does this make sense?
Yep.
Good.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks for your call, Debbie.
Thank you.
Wow. This is just great, Corbie. You know, I'm learning a lot just by the information you're giving to everybody else. And I know sometimes people say, well, it's not that interesting to listen to other people's readings. I'm finding it fascinating. How about you, PK?
It's more than fascinating, because I hear the truth ringing from it, and it's really uplifting as well, because everything has been possibilities, not negative, but possibilities.
Exactly.
That is the difference between an intuitive consultant and a fortune teller.
Good point.
And that's what my next book is going to be on. I'm already working on it. That one's going to be the Card Spread Cafe, Tarot Spreads for the Relentlessly Inquisitive. These are not going to be your 2, 3, 4 card spreads. They run 9 to 14, and there's one of them that has like 33 because it's a relocation where you get to look at 11 things in 3 different places. The whole point of why people come to us are they want answers. They want ways that they can improve their life. For me to tell them, oh, well, you have a curse. How many in your family? 4? You have dog? That's fortune-telling crud. That doesn't help.
No,
I mean, you
doesn't.
can't bury in the front yard and have a rose grow?
Now, this is real. This is the real deal, and this is why we're so happy to have you on the show, Corbie. This is so helpful to so many people. So let's go to the next person that has been patiently waiting. Let's see who we have here. This is from area code 914. Welcome to the show.
Hi.
Hi. Who's this?
My name is Katie.
And what's your question for Corbie tonight, Katie?
It also has to do with work. I've been, I don't know, Mercury has got me a little bit off my game. And there's a person who said that he would be helpful, and I missed the appointment. Total misunderstanding in an email communication. I was wondering if you see that relationship coming back to life and flourishing.
Okay, is this a business relationship, or you're trying to make a relationship? Business, okay.
No, business.
You, is this person a male or female that you missed?
Male.
Dude, situation, how you can fix it, best outcome. You. Okay. All right, it's the Princess of Swords card. This has 2 meanings. One of them is, watch your smart attitude. But the other one is ask someone who knows more. So if there is anybody at work that you can present this to, who's on your side, who's not going to go running to this person and say, he's screwed up, then that might work. Dude, frankly, dude is carrying so many responsibilities, again, it's the 10 of Wands card, that he's not going to have time to make up for it. You may have missed the opportunity, but it is not a matter of he now doesn't like you. It's a matter of you're going to have to wait until opportune time and present it again. What the 2 of you, Ten of Cups, happy home. You're fine. The two of you are fine. Like I say, work is what is biting his butt right now, not, oh, she was terrible, she missed it. What you need to know, Nine of Pentacles, nose to the grindstone. Just show that you're on your game, you know your stuff, so that when you come back to him, which you will, and say, I apologize for that. Do not say Mercury is retrograde unless you know that he's into wiki-woo. But my bad. Can we do it again? Outcome, the Alchemist card, turning lead into gold. You can repair this situation, but give it a little bit of time and own up. You know, be the Mark Zuckerberg of this situation. It's my fault, and I'm sorry. So there you go. You can fix this, but give it a little time.
Yeah, I sent that email. Yes, I sent that email. It's my fault today. I was like, sorry, misunderstood. Again, I sincerely apologize. So I'll just wait now.
Certainly wait until after Mercury is retrograde.
Yeah.
Really.
For sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Thank you.
Thanks for your call.
Yeah, that was fantastic. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for your call.
Thank.
Okay. She is very thankful. That's great. Now we're going to move on. Let's see who we have on the line next. It's not giving me a number. Hi, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you for taking my call.
Sure. What's your name?
My name is Trish, and my birthday is 9/18.
Okay.
Hey there,
and
Ms.
what's
Trish,
your
how are you?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Okay, question.
I'm wondering what you're picking up around a new home.
Is this one you've got or you're looking for one?
This is one I'm building.
Ooh, nice. All right, just tell me this. How many stories?
It's 3 floors.
Okay. The energy around the home. Do you have a basement or not?
I do have yes, I do have a basement, but it's not a typical basement. It's space where you would...
Doesn't matter. I'm just checking the energy down there.
Okay.
Basement, first floor, second floor. Did you say we have a third floor, or did the basement count?
If you count the basement, there's 4 floors.
Okay. Third floor. Roof, land, what you need to know that you don't, final outcome. All right. Energy around the house itself. Again, there's that Princess of Swords, ask the experts. It's going to be very, very important that you make sure that whoever does the signing off on the buildings really looks at this, make sure that all of your permits are there, make sure that the inspections are done. Basement, King of Cups. That's love. I think whatever you do with that basement, it's going to be an interesting little place, maybe a sanctuary, but no problems with the basement. First floor, again, Princess of Pentacles. First floor, I would suggest that you make some place that isn't just your typical first floor. Make sure that there is some space that is so ultimately you that you can go into that place, have your sanctuary, have your quiet. Second floor, now that's your problem, child. The Devil card, which doesn't mean that it's haunted. The Devil card for me always says you will be bedeviled by something, someone, or some situation. So if you're going to have any problems with the house, it's probably going to be with the second floor, whether it's second floor bedrooms or bathrooms or whatever. So keep a real eye on that. I'm hearing squeaky, squeaky, squeaky around the floor, so make sure that the joists, I think that's the word, are solid. And I don't know whether it's a stick-built or modular, but make sure everything is triple sealed, triple strengthened. Third floor, 4 of Pentacles. Don't spend a lot of money on the third floor. That's always potential for later. Roof, 6 of Cups. It's a child card. But interestingly, I got a bit of a download the way some people have a little crawl-out balcony where they can stick a telescope and watch the stars. If there's a way you can do that with the roof, I think that you would enjoy it so very much. Emperor card says, as far as the builder goes, It is not his way or the highway. Make sure that he knows you're paying him, not he's being gracious enough to let you give him money. Big difference. What you need to know, Prince of Pentacles, it'll be done on time, comfortable, no big surprises. Final outcome, though, Five of Pentacles. I think you may have postpartum depression. When it's done, it's like, okay, now what? So make sure that you make friends with your house so that when you walk in, it's not a matter of, well, now this project is done, but phase 1 is done. Phase 2 is my putting my energy into the house and teaching it how to wrap its arms around me. Hear that difference?
Yeah, no, I definitely hear that difference. And I am, well, it's interesting, though. I'm way behind schedule, and I'm at the point where I'm ready to move in, and I'm just not sure if I'm going to get the contractor to do the finish work.
Let me check. Big thumbs up, yes. But I would say find somebody else, keep them on deck like designated pinch hitter or the next guy in the pitching bullpen just in case he doesn't. You should not suffer because he's having a hissy fit. Right.
I've already lived the trying to explain to him he's not doing me a favor.
Wow.
Good.
That's tough.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Well,
Pleasure.
good luck, Trish. Yeah, and thanks for your call.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah, building is always a challenge. It is always a challenge. So, my goodness. Wow, you gave her some really great information.
Just came in the download, but thank you.
Yeah, terrific. Well, let's move. We have one more caller here that we're going to try to squeeze in before the break, and then we're going to do some fun stuff after the break, too. Now, if you want to call in and speak with Corbie, if you want one of her amazing readings, the number to call is 563-999-3539. That is 563-999-3539. Well, now we're going to go to area code 845. Let's see who we have on the line here. Hi, welcome to the show.
Hello. Hi.
What's your name?
My name is Maria. You got it?
Yes, and what's your question for Corbie?
Yes, the question is, I got a house I want to rent downstairs in my house. So I'm going to rent it soon, not this month. You got it?
So what was the question? You've got a house that you want to rent.
No, I got an apartment I want to rent it, so I'm going to rent it soon.
Okay, and you are the landlord, correct?
Yes.
Okay. This is very simple. I'm going to pull cards month by month. The May card is the Three of Cups, which is the woohoo celebration card. I think that you're going to get it rented probably somewhere between May 20th and 30th. They should move in the middle of June. You're going to be fine. Relax.
June?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But you'll have it rented in May, but they won't be able to move in until the first half of June. It's all right.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thank you for your call. That was easy.
Sometimes it's very easy. Timing questions, you check your month, weeks, days, whatever, and you don't need a whole lot around it. So that was easy.
Yep. That was very easy. Well, we're going to take another very short commercial break and come back and see how many other readings we can get to. And then we have a little special project for Corbie. So we're going to have a lot of fun at the last half hour of the show. So stay tuned, everybody. This is Supernatural Girls Radio, and we will be right back.
Your property tax bill. Have you seen it lately? It's frightening. Your property taxes are going up while your home value is going down. It's time to fight back and win. For the real truth about the property tax system, get attorney Pat Quintilian's book, Are You Getting Screwed on Your Property Taxes? How to Find Out and How to Fix It. Attorney Quintilian answers all your questions and gives you the facts you need to fight a property tax bill that is spiraling out of control. You'll also read about what happens to property owners who don't check their property records only to find out too late they're taxed on square footage, fixtures, and even buildings that they don't own. Is this happening to you? Learn your rights. Buy Attorney Pat Quintilian's book today. Are you getting screwed on your property taxes? How to find out and how to fix it. Available on Amazon.com.
Are you ready for a new experience of freedom and powerful connection? Would you like a positive, effortless change in your life? Then come to CosmicFusion.com, where we offer the most advanced energy clearing and expansion techniques in the world, with a quantum vortex energy to activate your divine blueprint and life's purpose. When your soul leads the way with cosmic fusion and quantum vortex energy, you can break clear of past difficulties and blocks with the power of the source. With cosmic fusion, the source energy does the work for you. It's easy and effortless. Listen to our free meditation right from our Cosmic Fusion website, the Cosmic Code Meditation. Sign up for one of our interactive webinars today. Come to Cosmic Fusion, www.cosmicfusion.com, to experience an effortless awakening and transformation. Are you ready for an upgrade? Are you ready for a new experience of living in the fifth dimensional magic and powerful connection? Then visit CosmicFusion.com today. CosmicFusion.com.
Astridian is a family of cosmetic products with 98% pure ionized minerals. We combine our science with a blend of essential oils to nourish and take care of your skin's health. How does it work? All Astridian products contain the proprietary redox technology, having the capability of simulating an ionic zinc-copper superoxide dismutase effect. This free radical scavenger currently in your body has been diminished by toxins and the daily stresses of life. It is a perfectly balanced mineral complex that all $200 an hour dermatologists, their professors, and ancient history have proven. Redox technology is a process of reducing the skin's oxidation by transferring electrons from a radical state to a stress-free normal condition. Oxidative stress is a form of cellular aging, and as science has proven, a precursor to disease. The free radical theory of aging states that organisms age because cells accumulate free radical damage over time. Damaged cells are not beautiful, but healthy cells are. The Astridian family is presented in 4 different uses that cover unique benefits to your body. They are the Essential Anti-Aging Series, the Multivitamin Series, Sports Series, and Professional Series. Regain your youth with the power of Astridian. Visit www.astridian.com and inquire. Use the code SUPERNATURAL and receive a 10% discount on your first purchase. Astridian, the beauty of being healthy.
Welcome back, everyone, to Supernatural Girls Radio. I'm your host, Patricia Baker. Very happy to be here with my co-host, PK, and our amazing guest, Corbie Mitleid, who is giving the most incredible readings to our listeners. Oh, my gosh. Corbie, how can people find you if they want one of your super-duper readings that goes for a half an hour, an hour? How can people find you on the Internet?
Well, it's pretty easy. All you have to do is go to CorbieMitleid.com. That's my name, all one word, .com. And when you go to the first page of my website, and you really want to spend time there because there are 150 articles and all kinds of yummy stuff and where I'm going to be doing live shows, you will see a button that says book a reading. And that's where you can go to, what we've been doing tonight are what I call general readings, the Everyday Tour Bus, Tab A into Slot B, and I also have several other different kinds of consultations. But what I'm going to do for the listeners of Supernatural Girls is I'm going to give you a coupon code.
Wow, that's so awesome.
Everybody remembers Mercury and Queen because it's Mercury retrograde. May your Mercury be Freddy, not retrograde. The code is one word, Radio Gaga, RADIOGAGA. And if you put that in where it says coupon, you're going to get 50% off either a half an hour or a full general reading with me. Now, what I do is I do a full numerology report. You get to ask all the questions possible, and you will get an MP3 downloaded recording of the session because, as I tell people, You'll never remember everything, and if you're taking notes, you're not listening, especially with how fast I go. So that's just for my Supernatural Girls listeners, Radio Gaga, and you can get either a half an hour or a full hour general reading for half the normal cost.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, Corbie, that's great. Thank you. That's just wonderful. I'll be sure to post that tomorrow along with the link of the show so that people can listen to it if they missed it. So let's see if we can get to more readings for these people that have been so very patient. Let's see who's calling us here. This one is area code 914. Hi, welcome to the show.
Oh, you got me already, ladies. I just called back in to listen. I'm sorry. Thank you, though.
Good.
I appreciate
Okay. Let me put you back on hold.
Thank you.
This is area code 516. Welcome to the show. Who's on the line?
Hi, yes, my name is Louise. How are you?
We're great. How are you tonight?
Oh, I'm doing well, thank you. I've been enjoying the show very much.
Great. What's your question for Corbie?
Well, hi, Corbie, and I was just wondering about we have a new child coming into the world soon, and it means a new transition for my life, and I was wondering how that was going to go, and if she saw anything about that, and I've had some difficulties the past year and trying to work them out as well.
Okay. We'll do one question since we want to give time to everybody. Do we know what color booties we've got, pink or blue, or just it's a kid?
We have pink. Pink.
Pink booties. Okay.
Pink.
So let me see what the story is. Number one, pull a card for how the birth will go, and then 4 cards for the first 4 years. The birth. Now, it's the Prince of Swords, which I often call the archetypal Italian guy, jealous, possessive, wants what he wants when he wants it, doesn't care whose blood's on the sword, high stress. I have a feeling the child will come at the most inconvenient time possible. If it's a cesarean, good luck. But, it's like you just sat down to a steak dinner and, oh, damn, the water broke. Kid, couldn't you wait till dessert? Now,
gotcha.
0 to 1. 9 of Cups, that's, of course, the wishes fulfilled card. But there is always the secondary meaning, which is be careful what you wish for because you're going to get it. Oh, she's so sweet. She's quiet as a mouse. The kid never says a word, and it's like, why isn't she speaking? So keep in mind, however you view that child, spiritually and metaphysically, she's going to listen. Age 1 to 2, 8 of Cups. This is when we're going to be fussy. We're going to have a lot of no. She's going to do the terrible twos a little early. But the thing is, I think you're going to have an indigo baby. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with indigos. The way I explain them fast is normal people go A to B to C to D. Indigos go A to Z to green to Paris. She's going to see things you don't see. She's going to want things you don't want. And don't try to argue with her because she knows. She is one of those. She comes in. She knows her purpose. She knows her direction. Do not try to show her SpongeBob SquarePants and tell her that this is where she should go. She's not going to. 2 to 3, Ace of Pentacles. Oh, this is a kid she's going to want every shiny bauble she sees. Age 2 to age 3 is the magpie years. And her favorite word is mine, and after that her favorite word is mine too. Age 3 to 4, Princess of Cups. This is a kid that's going to make friends with kids in preschool, fire hydrants, dogs. I mean, she's going to be one of those that nobody can resist. They just come. I mean, I'm not someone who ever had kids. For me, kids are like exotic plants. They're fascinating to observe, but don't give me one because I'll kill it in 2 weeks. Too much food, not enough water. I would go up to her and cookie. So that's the kid. You're going to have jet-powered roller skates to keep up with her.
Yeah, well, she's a grandchild, but I'm supposed to be helping in her care at some point. So it's good to know that. I'll have to work out a little more. She's the first grandchild.
You will.
Yeah. Oh, wow, that's fun. That was really fun. That was interesting. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
You're welcome, Louise, and thank you for your call, and good luck.
Okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Have a great night, ladies.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Gosh, that kid sounds like she is going to be hell on wheels, huh? In a good way.
Yes. Yes.
Definitely.
But, one of the things I want to point out with these readings, people are laughing. There is nothing wrong with a psychic who's funny. When people laugh, they lower their shields and the information gets in. Mm-hmm. When a psychic is always terribly serious, it means our ego is so invested in looking really good that we're not reaching out to the client. We're more in us than them.
That's right. That's right.
So the fact that people laugh with me,
I think it's great.
Good.
I think it's great.
It's so much more, and I think information really settles in a lot differently and a lot more profoundly when you can laugh. It makes a big difference. I'm going to ask you to do.
Yes.
Yes, we're going to ask you to do a reading, Corbie, on something we talked about off the air earlier today, which is about disclosure, because we would all like to know what the cards have to say about disclosure. There's been a lot of people saying it's coming. There's a lot of people saying it isn't ever going to happen, at least not from the government. What do your cards have to say about that?
Okay, I'm going to use two different decks. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check with the archangels on this, otherwise known as the gang. And this deck is by my good buddy, Christine Alexandria. I think that she's going to be the next angel person now that Doreen Virtue has said everything I told you before is all awful and the devil's work. But here you can buy my new Jesus cards. So we don't deal with Doreen Virtue anymore. All right, the three things. First thing, Archangel Gabriel. The card is manifest. That tells me happening. It is not going to be something that people can deny. You talked earlier about the light that doesn't want to be photographed. I think we're going to send out invitations, kind of like contact. And they're finally going to realize at least some of us are ready to see this. Number two, Archangel Jophiel, and that is strength. Those of us that know we're not the only ice cream in the shop are going to have to stand up and say to people, you may put your fingers in the ears and go la, 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 but they're here. They heard you and they're coming. We're going to have to take the vanguard. And it doesn't matter if we have a PhD in astrophysics or not. Third card, Archangel Michael, embrace it. If you're contacted and you are willing to be part of the vanguard, remember the old Close Encounters of the Third Kind? Doesn't mean you have to go on the ship forever, but it means that you have to be the one that's a beacon, the one that says it's true and deal with it. Now, pulling cards, strict cards for the practical side of it from Tarot. First card is Judgment Day, baby. That shows the Archangel Gabriel again, blowing the horn, rising from the dead. It's going to be Judgment Day because there is going to be a case, and I'm seeing colored leaves, so it would be during fall when something is going to happen that is simply undeniable, and no matter what government tries to do, they will not hide it. Four of Wands, the happy relocation. Great. The happy relocation, I immediately think of the Vulcans in Star Trek First Contact. I think that some of the people down here will make it clear. If people remember the movie Powder, the makeup is going to come off. Third card, Five of Pentacles. It will not be easy for some people to accept we're not the only folks here. Do not let them call you devil worshippers. Do not let them call you nuts. All right? It will take time. This is not going to be where fine, everybody hunky-dory, well, let's welcome the people from planet Zorch. So this is going to be an unfolding process. I think within the next 2 years, yes, basically because of how the earth is teetering onto crazy town, they're going to have to come down and give us a hand. So if you know they're there, put on your shoulder pads, put on, your officer's hat, and get ready to deal with them because a lot of people won't be able to. It's that simple.
That's great. That is so clear. Well,
there's a lot.
We're going to be watching. Yeah, we're going to be watching for this. This is awesome news. Okay, thank you. That's great, Corbie. Well, let's see if we can squeeze in another couple of readings before the end of our time together, which we hate to end it because you're so much fun and you give such great advice to everybody. So let's see who we have here next. at 503 area code. Let's see who this is. Hi, welcome to the show. Who's this?
Kim.
Hello, Kim. And what's your question for Corbie?
Let's see. How long will I be in my current job?
Part of me wants to say, how long do you want to be? But we'll see. Simple timing. I'm going to pull for 3 years and beyond. All right, the card for this year is the Eight of Swords. And the Eight of Swords shows a woman blindfolded and bound and surrounded by swords, and it's a very dangerous-looking area. But if you look, she's not pinned down by the swords. Even if it looks really rough for you at work right now, you can walk through the difficulties. You don't have to leave. Next year, however, the Ten of Wands says a lot more responsibility and no more money. So how much are you willing to bend? Next year is when you're really going to think, oh, I'd really like to get out. Third year, King of Swords. Now, I don't know what you do, but make sure that if you have a non-compete clause or some kind of a contract, that it's not going to trip you up as you move forward. Fourth year, Queen of Cups. Year 4, you're in a different job where you are much more appreciated, and they give you skills and responsibilities that are commensurate with your talents, not what everybody else just doesn't feel like doing. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Good.
That was awesome.
I used to be an executive recruiter, so, my left brain is hearing this and, informing the right brain. So that's part of one of the reasons that I really enjoy doing career questions. I did them without cards for years.
Awesome.
Excellent.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your call.
All righty.
Didn't mean to cut her off. Take care. Okay. I'm still getting used to this studio book.
She's happy. It doesn't matter. You cut her down or off or
That's
whatever.
Right. She got her answer. Okay, we're going to go to area code 925. Let's see who we have on the line. Hi, who's this? Hello, 925. You're on the air. And I don't know where they went. Okay.
I'm here.
Oh, you're there. Okay.
Hello?
Who is this? What's your name?
Hi, guys.
Hi, what's your name?
My name's Jamie.
Hi, Jamie. What's your question for Corbie?
Well, moving. I guess moving would be the right way to say it. Moving. Any kind of, what's coming up for moving?
Okay, now normally when I do a moving question, this is where we look at your options. So if you have 2 or 3 places that you're considering, tell me, and we'll pull cards and see where the energy lies in each of these places. I've just pulled a couple for if you stay put. So where are you looking?
Mount Shasta, McLeod, California.
Mount Shasta, and is there another? Is McLeod at second place? Or is that just the nickname?
McLeod, California is really next to Shasta, so it's in that kind of vicinity.
Gotcha. All right. So 3 cards for Mount Shasta, 3 cards for McLeod. Let's see what we got. If you stay where you are, Ace of Wands says you could make a new beginning where you are. It's where you know, but the Death card means you're kind of done. You could stay, but you wouldn't grow. Mount Shasta. 2 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, and 2 of Cups. That tells me that you'd be juggling the money to pay for what you really loved. And the 7 of Pentacles means it would probably take you some time to find the place that goes ding. But the 2 of Cups is a wonderful partnership card. You would snuggle in and be extremely happy. McLeod. Nice. Princess of Pentacles, 9 of Wands, and 10 of Cups. The Princess of Pentacles says, please make sure you don't just choose the same stuff you're always choosing. It'll be a very different kind of house. It's funny. I'm almost seeing it with a rocket stove and just very earthy. Much.
You got it.
Yeah.
You called it.
9 of Wands tells me you're going to feel like you've lived there before. Now, interestingly also, I have no idea why, because I know it's nowhere near there, but I saw that and I immediately heard Topanga Canyon, which may mean that the feel of Topanga Canyon is what you're going to bring into that area. And the 10 of Cups is the happy home card. So, yes, you should move. Either Mount Shasta or McLeod will bring you good stuff. I feel if I was going to say you had to pick one, I got a schnut more oomph on McLeod. But it's up to you.
Me too.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, you got it. It's off grid. We looked at it this weekend, and I really love it.
Great.
Super.
Good for you.
Good stuff. Well, Jamie, thank you so much for your call. And good luck with your move.
Thank you for having me, you guys. I appreciate it.
Sure. Okay, good luck.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Wow. Well, my goodness. Corbie, please again tell everybody how to find you. It's CorbieMitleid.com, and that is spelled CorbieMitleid.com. And
That's
they can
right.
actually book your sessions.
They can also
right
find me on
with
Facebook, and Twitter, same way.
But the booking takes place on your website, right?
That is correct.
They can do their
if
booking.
you go, you'll find Corbie on the road. I usually do stuff on the East Coast and into Ontario, so you'll see where I'm doing that. Also, on that first page, you're going to see links to the page for both of my books, both Psychic Yellow Brick Road and Clean Out Your Life Closet. If either of those interest you, go and you'll be able to download a free chapter, get a taste, and see if it's really a book you want to buy.
Oh, great. Now, also, do you teach tarot reading for anybody? Do you do classes online? This is a question that just came in through text.
Oh, I wish I could do it online, and I'm working on it. But as we discussed, I live in upstate New York in a county that has 32,000 people and a bunch of cows and sheep, and I have a tiny little satellite that gets me my stuff. As soon as we get some broadband or I can find another place to do it, yes. There is a particular course that I love to teach that is called Decadence, which is actually how to read with any non-tarot deck the minute you pick it up. And that I know that I've taught online. But again, the book that I'm working on for the next one is going to be called The Card Spread Cafe, Readings for the Relentlessly Inquisitive. And that's going to give you not only the spread, but an example reading, how it works and why it works. So anybody's going to be able to use that from rookie to fellow colleague.
That's great. Now,
that sounds fabulous.
Yeah, it sounds great. Now, what do you suggest for people that want to learn how to do tarot reading? What kind of deck do you suggest they get, or do they just get drawn to one in particular?
Well, the answer is both. They will find a deck they love. The one that I adore is the Tarot Illuminati, and it's by a fellow named Eric Dunn. I know Eric very well. He is a brilliant, brilliant artist, and his interpretation of the Rider-Waite deck is completely breathtaking. But it is important that the deck sing to you. So go take a look, date one. If it doesn't sing to you, though, give it away. Find your deck. And don't be afraid to play. The cards love to play. They want to know they're loved. They want to know that you are engaging with them. And you will gradually find your methodology for reading. I don't read like everybody else, and that's okay. Nobody else is supposed to read like I do. When you trust your style, when you trust the spread that the cards will teach you, then you're on your way to becoming a real fine tarot reader. Because you're partnering with the cards, you're not ordering them around or afraid of what they'll say.
Well, that's great advice. It is a form of communication, so you have to have a relationship with your deck. And there are hundreds, if not thousands, of decks out there now.
Oh, gosh, yes.
There really are. I wanted to recommend a couple of books that I think will help people. The first one is a classic. It's called Tarot for Yourself. It's by Mary Greer, who is a tarot master. Mm-hmm. That's the one that I started using 40 years ago. And the other one is a really great book if you want to get meanings fast, and it's called Power Tarot. It's by Trish McGregor and Phyllis Vega. And I have one very battered copy and a new one I've just broken in. We all learn. We will all continue to learn. So don't think, oh, well, I have it all, so, I don't need to read anything. Nope, you'll be reading until you're 2 weeks dead, guys, if you're a serious student.
Now, your honesty.
We didn't get into this on the air because you don't do mediumship on the air, but you do mediumship readings. So let's talk a little bit about that, because you're also available for those types of readings, right? Private readings for people?
Yes. Not only the Everyday Tour Bus, but I am a past life specialist. That's what I did for Robert Schwartz in this book series. Yes, I talk to spirit guides and angels. Yes, I'm a medium, but remember, we are not dial-a-dead. If Uncle Harold's on a field trip, he may not be by the phone. But the reason that I won't do mediumship on the air is because I do it a little differently. I don't fish. Oh, I see a woman in a flower dress handing you a rose. It's grandma. That's too easy to give you vagueness. Mm-hmm. So I go with their dog tags. My father, Jerome Richard Dorkin, who died in 2001 at the age of 80. Notice that says nothing, but gets me into the energy. But then I will tell you exactly what they tell me. I don't censor. So knowing that there will be some very private things, some things that nobody else should hear, I don't do that in a gallery setting. Because for me, mediumship is precious. And I want you to feel completely comfortable with working with your deceased loved ones when they come in. So you want to do it privately with me? Absolutely. It's my honor. But you're never going to see me do it on a radio show or in a gallery. Just not me.
Sure. Yeah, well, that makes sense. And then you can do this for people via Skype or phone, right? You don't need to have them sitting in front of you.
I have clients in Bolivia. You think they want to come to Cobleskill with the sheep and the cows? No.
They might.
Besides, people say, how can you read over the phone? Well, it's very simple. Energy is energy. And if I can only read you in person, how do you know I'm not reading your body language? If somebody can't read you over the phone, then question it.
Good point.
I agree.
Excellent point. Well, you've been doing this for your whole life, it seems, even though you've had other, shall we say, real jobs in the real world. You have been doing this for over 40 years, and you are certainly tremendously talented, Corbie. It has been such a pleasure having you here. And I hope you'll come back when you have your next book. And again, the names of your books are Clean Out Your Life Closet, which looks absolutely great, and also the one we got a chance to read, The Psychic Yellow Brick Road. Excellent book. We highly recommend it to all of our listeners. It's a terrific book. Now, is it available now? Because you were saying you don't even have a hard copy yet.
It's on Kindle now. My astrologer said digital energy, you can put it out in February, but because of Mercury retrograde, wait until May 3rd. So May 3rd, it's out.
Okay.
You can order it on Amazon.
Excellent. And I know you've already talked about you've got another one that you're working on already. So God bless you, all this hard work you're doing. And it's so enlightening. I mean, all the information that you gave to people today, it was rooted in such depth. And it's rare that PK and I get to hear this kind of depth on the air. So we're very grateful to you for joining us tonight.
It was my pleasure and a real honor to read for people.
Well, this is great. Yeah. So please keep in touch with us so that when you have your next book ready to come out, we'll have you come back. And again, we'll do some of the readings, but we like talking to you so much. We don't want to miss that part of the show. So we definitely want to have you come back again. So keep us posted on your progress with the next book and its next publication date. And next week, everybody, we have Dreams That Can Save Your Life. And this is with Dr. Larry Burke and Kathleen O'Keefe Canavas. They're going to be joining us talking about how you can work with your dreams and save your own life. You just can't beat that. Well, look, everybody, thanks for joining us. It's been our pleasure having you listening to Supernatural Girls Radio. Join us again next week. And until then, we'll see you on the Blue Highway. Good night.
Good night.
Thanks for listening. Tune in next week for another radio adventure with Supernatural Girls.
PK, that was so much fun. Thank you, Corbie.
Yes, it was. Corbie, it was
I
a
loved
delight
it.
getting
You
to
guys
talk
are
with you
great
today.
hosts. You made it real easy.
Oh, thanks so much. Well, this was just a blast, and I'm so glad you reached out to us because this was a treat and a half having you here with us tonight. So you're so talented, Corbie, and you give so much to everybody. It's just amazing. Thank you.
Thank you. Listen, PK, feel better. And as soon as the next book is done, promise I will give you a call.
You better.
Good.
I'm going to track you down, so you better.
I'll be full of a little bit more piss and vinegar the next time, so look out.
Yeah.
Got a deal. All right, ladies, have a great rest of the week.
You too. Thanks
Bye-bye.
again.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.